Mr. Royals, everything went as it should have in front of the grand jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Alexander, you're prepared.
Breaking news, the grand jury in Georgia returns multiple indictments in the 2020 election case.
And right now we're looking live tonight outside the courthouse where the paperwork containing the indictments will be processed within the next 1 to 3 hours.
Good evening, I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Lauren McCoy. The indictments have yet to be unsealed, though.
Yeah, former President Donald Trump faces a potential fourth indictment, this time in Georgia, where state prosecutors may soon bring charges over his attempts to overturn the 2020 election results. The Fulton County District Attorney launched the probe in early 2021 and has investigated Trump's attempts to pressure Georgia officials into interfering with the vote tally, the fake elector scheme to subvert the Electoral College, and other efforts to undo the will of the voters. The grand jury in the case has been hearing testimony today as part of the prosecution's presentation of evidence. And for more on this, we are joined by Dillard political analyst Dr. Robert Collins. Thanks for coming down to the studio. A potential fourth indictment against Mr. Trump tonight. What's your initial reaction?
Well, this indictment was expected. This was an expected indictment. In fact, a lot of people expected this indictment to come before the other three indictments that we've seen before this. And primarily because there was evidence, or what some people would consider evidence, of election tampering with Mr. Trump calling the Secretary of State on the phone and asking him to find more votes. So because of that, people always expected for this case to come. So there are no surprises that we have an indictment tonight.
And I know, Dr. Collins, you have talked about it before, about Trump's base of supporters. Every single time there is an indictment involving Trump, it seems to kind of energize that base. Do you think that this is a similar situation with this fourth possible indictment for Trump?
In terms of the polling, or in terms of Trump's favorable ratings, I do not think the polling will change. His base will stick with him no matter what. He's still the prohibitive favorite to be the Republican nominee for president of the United States. I think the primary thing that we saw tonight that was different than the previous indictments is that this indictment took place in a jurisdiction that has a history of televising trials. And although the final decision is up to the trial judge, based on what we've heard from the clerk's office, tonight we saw portions of the grand jury proceeding were actually televised. We do expect the trial to be televised. And so if this trial is televised, and we're fairly confident that it will be, that will put a totally different twist on it, because the voters will actually be able to see the evidence in this trial, and they'll actually be able to make up their own minds as to guilt or innocence.
Because federal trials obviously are not televised, not able to be televised. This is different, and the New York one not televised as well too. But the question is, when will this trial happen? There's other trials too. So this for that to happen, this trial would have to happen before the election. Anyway.
Yeah. So that and that's what we don't know. Obviously, the district attorney is gonna call a press conference. We will learn more at that time. But certainly, I think for the sake of transparency, it would be great if she asked for a speedy trial, and if actually we had a speedy televised trial. I just think it would be great for the sake of transparency, letting people actually see what happens in the courtroom, and perhaps it could put at least put a damper on all the various conspiracy theories that are going on.
Yeah, give people an eye inside.
Give people an eye.
Let them see the facts on both sides.
Transparency is always best.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming out tonight. This story is
do.
continuing to develop, so we'll be reaching out, I know, pretty soon.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dr.
Thank you.
Collins.